Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video. So I'm going to be creating a rainbow page in the small craft journal, just using a few Dina Wakley products. So I'm starting off using some of the text collage paper, and I'm going to be sticking this in place using some matte medium. There isn't any gesso on the page at all, so I'm just going straight in with the matte medium and adding that onto the page to help the collage paper stick. I'm layering a few different types of collage paper together as well. And I think just like adding clear gesso onto your page, if you've got some gel medium on there, it can also help to act like a clear gesso. And kind of stops the page being quite so absorbent. So now you can see I'm just printing some circles, different shapes onto my page. So I'm just using white acrylic paint for this, and just some different things I've collected that are different size circles. I have a little pot on my desk, and then I've just put a little blob of each colour of the rainbow next to each other, and I'm just using Dina's largest brush and dipping it in, and then just doing a swipe across my page. It creates a really beautiful blended rainbow. And then, rather than waste that lovely paint that's left, I just grabbed some tags and just carried on swiping the paint on, as you can see. These have all since been used in different projects. So then this is another one of Dina's stencils. It's quite an old one. I'm afraid I'm not sure what it's called. I usually have it written on the stencil somewhere, but I haven't with this one because it's one of the oldest ones I've got, I think. But it's got some really cool abstract figures on. And so I'm just using some black acrylic paint and stenciling 3 of these onto my page. 3 because we know that odd numbers work really well. They're very pleasing for our eye to look at. And I've tried to make it so that the page is quite balanced with where these are positioned to. Then some of the black paint that's left over, I'm just doing some fairly controlled black splatters on my page using a small fan brush. So then once everything's really dry, I'm then going in with my Signo Uniball in white and just outlining these figures in quite a sketchy way. I'm not worried about keeping it too neat and tidy because that's not the look I'm going for, really. These Signo Uniballs are really good, but only if your page is properly dry. Otherwise you will find that they won't work very well at all. So here I'm using a Pitt marker pen in a really dark grey and just giving these like a smudgy line to stand on, just so that they're a bit more grounded. And then I decided I would just stick a little piece of collage tissue paper under them as well, so they looked a bit less like they were floating floating on the rainbow. And I'm just using the glue stick to stick these down. And then I'm using my Posca pen and doing some mark making. As you know how much I like to do it like this, with these different size dots. And then my quote, and I decided I was going to write my quote kind of meandering along the rainbow. And I map it out first, check it's going to fit, write it in like a first pass, and then I often go back and add a bit more definition to some sides of the letters just to make them stand out a bit more. So this is quite an uncomplicated page, really. There's not much going on in the background, but actually when you look at it, it feels quite balanced, and there is that little pop of colour with the black and the white contrasts in there too. So then I'm just adding a little white, pink heart onto each of those, and that is the page finished. Those are the Dina Wakley colours that I used for the rainbow lined up on the top of this next picture here. Right, so thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching me create this rainbow page, and I hope to see you again soon.